Hey guys, welcome back to Overtakes. This is Misfit.
And I'm Cal.
And we are doing our wrap-up of the first week of the Overwatch League playoffs. So if you guys are new to this, thanks a lot for joining in. We're going to cover a lot of stuff today. We cover a lot of Overwatch League stuff, and we dive into regular Overwatch as well. And if you guys have been around for a while, thanks a lot. And let's get to it. There is a lot to talk about. We had 2 big days here. Let's start with the first match is on Friday. So, okay, so Philadelphia had controlled the first match on Wednesday. And then they came in on Friday and they did not look too good, but we did not know that Neptuno had a kidney stone and tonsillitis at the same time.
Right.
So that first Junkertown match, I was like, what the fuck is going on? What happened here?
Right. Oh, God, it was ugly. And it looked so bad.
Yeah. On a side note to that.
To be fair, Boston looked pretty, like, they looked way better.
Yeah, they did.
In both matches, or in both sets. Overall, they just looked infinitely better than they did on Wednesday in any of those.
Yeah, they did.
I gotta give them some credit. But
I'm not going to knock Boston at all.
Yeah.
I will not knock Boston. First of all, Cal and I were on the bandwagon.
Yeah.
To start. We saw the potential in this team, and you know what? They went really far. It's just there were situations and bullshit that happened, but you know what? They still played well. They won the second set. Now, some of that had to do with Philadelphia outthinking themselves and not playing Poco the whole match.
Yes. That is one thing that just continues to baffle me.
Or not mesmerizing, but mind blowing, I guess.
Yeah, it really is.
The fucking guy's an all-star.
Mind numbing. Who knows? It's. You know what? I think the best word for it: infuriating.
Yeah, exactly.
The dude is just too good to not play.
Yeah.
Because it's not just D.Va. He's a really good Zarya. He is your perfect off tank.
Yeah, he is. And he can run anything you need him to run on the off tank world. And you don't have him in there. I just don't get it. Now, I was a little confused with the whole Neptuno thing.
Yeah.
But
after finding out what was really going on, do you understand?
Yeah, and he's a fucking warrior, man. That dude. Hell yeah.
Pulling a Michael Jordan flu game.
Yeah.
Right now.
With kidney stones. And just was like, I just like his tweet. I saw what happened on Junkertown, and I said, yeah, I can play. Even with kidney stones and tonsillitis, don't put that fucking guy back in.
No.
And then he had that fucking stupid 4 kill.
Yeah. The dude is just a monster.
Yeah.
Probably, I don't want to say with the best but he is up there with far and away the most entertaining Mercy to watch. Oh, yeah.
He's the best battle Mercy by far.
Oh, hands down.
Yeah.
But, just even then, he was still, just everything got lifted up once he was back in.
Yeah. It was
amazing.
The thing happened with them, and they just got re-energized, and it was awesome.
It really did.
Yeah.
It was really cool to see.
And I still don't understand why they didn't play they played Hotba instead of Poco, but the only time it did, when it counted, Hotba came through in that 5th, or on the 3rd set, when he was playing Zarya. He was really good. I'll give him that. But they just need to run their straight lineup like they did in the first match against Boston, and they're going to give New York fits.
Yeah. Because, as much as we have called for more fraggy, I think the biggest key has been they need to have Poco in there.
Yeah.
And because you can run Sato with Poco.
Yeah.
And it works out really well, obviously, because they're moving on.
Yeah, they're moving on. And when Sato and Poco were playing together, they were just mashing.
It's just a disgusting combo.
Yeah. Because they were opening up space for EQO and fucking Carpe.
Right.
And they don't need that much space, those two guys.
No, they really don't.
You know, and I'm still going to give props to Boston. Look,
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. Like I can't fault Boston at all. Like they put up the best fight that they could, and one or two tweaks to their roster, and they're gonna be competing for championships.
Yeah, they are
next season
because they've proved as a bunch of like guys that no one kind of wanted and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. They proved that they're a really good team. Now,
and when they get hit, they come back.
Yeah, they do.
That they will not give up, and that is a huge boost to anybody, and anybody that joins that team. It's gonna be interesting to see what their roster looks like going into season 2.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. The problem is they ran into the one team that loves adversity, loves playing under pressure, and that's Philadelphia.
Yep.
Now we're not going to get into the probabilities of the semis, but New York better pack their lunch because this is not going to be easy. It's a different meta, so it's not going to be your standard shit, which I'm sure they're ready for.
Oh, they have to be ready for it. And then I'm just really curious to see what kind of wonky shit they pull out.
Yeah.
I feel like we're ready for that. Like what we saw from the Gladiators in Game 1, I feel like New York's going to pull something out even crazier.
Yeah, but they pull that out every week. Every time Pine's in, he does that shit anyway. I mean, how many times on Gibraltar did he was like on fucking the third point behind the team, just like fucking clipping him. I mean,
right.
Anyway, I think they watched some of but still, that play was awesome. I'm not going to take that away from the Gladiators.
No, and we'll get more into that. I guess we can transition.
Let's dive into that. Well, so I guess London got punched in the mouth and didn't like it.
Yeah.
Contrary to what we and pretty much most of the community thought, they did not give up, and they were just like, "Oh, fuck this."
Yeah.
And
we're not
you don't want to run your All-Stars?
Right.
Fine. You know what? Our guys that should be on the All-Star team that are not are going to kick your fucking ass into next season. And yeah.
Yep. It just did not look good. And that's like it's God, there's so much that just bugged me about this because I've been rooting for the Gladiators. I've loved everything that they've done coming into this point, and then it all just crumbled in these playoffs. Like it just turned into an absolute disaster. And I don't know who is more to blame. Is it Fisher? Like, is he that much of a diva, or do the Gladiators as an organization, are they just holding their standards and all of this stuff way too high? No. They're not holding their standards. It's just self-sabotaging. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but they're not holding their standards because they fucking sat their other goddamn All-Stars too. Yeah.
Hydration sat down and they put in Silk Thread. They took out Bishu and put in Void. It was like, oh, we got this. These fuckers aren't playing. And you know what? They got kicked in the mouth. Mm-hmm. And they couldn't deal with it. And you know what? Hashtag Fissure was right. That's all I gotta say. Motherfuckers want to play that game. You know what? As much as we've been bashing London for not showing up in the first week, or the first match of this series, they came out and they played like they did in the first stage of the season. Yeah,
and it's about time they showed up. I mean, they could have been doing this for a while, but you know what? I'm glad to see them show up because it's just going to make things so much more interesting now. Yeah, the Valiant are in trouble if they play like they've been playing the last today. If they play like they played today on Saturday, they're going to be in big trouble because. But I mean, with how well the Valiant have been playing, it's going to be interesting. The Valiant are going to be ready. I still think, the Valiant will be ready for it. I think they were probably more planning on the Gladiators being there, but hey, that's how it's going to shake out. Well, as much as we wanted to see the Battle of LA in the semifinals, Purple LA team decided they were going to fucking throw the match, so. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. I said that out loud. Well, I'm sorry. I'm being a dick, but you know what? I do want to get into this because, like, I don't feel like it's throwing so much as like
overcoaching.
It felt more, yeah, exactly. It is overcoaching, and then it's just being like, we've got these other guys who are just as good as you are, who can do this,
Nope.
and we're gonna play them instead because you're acting like this and not doing things the way that we want you to do, even though you're saying the opposite, like that we're not doing things the way that you want us to do it. And that is something that I feel like really needs to be addressed for every team going forward.
Stop overthinking.
Yes, A, stop overthinking, but B, you got to figure your shit out. If you have a mixed roster where you have Korean, where you have multiple languages being spoken.
Well,
but
to that point, Philadelphia has a Spanish guy, an English guy, a couple of Americans, a couple of Koreans, and they fucking won.
Yeah.
So don't give me that fucking bullshit, you need all Korean or you need all English.
Mm-hmm.
You're just fucking... The call-outs are the same. I for the most part. I just don't buy into the shit. You know what? They fucking... Joe Girardi is the fucking coach of the goddamn LA Gladiators. He fucking went by 9 billion statistical bullshit things. And
yep.
Sorry, if you're not a baseball fan, you won't understand that. If you're a baseball fan, you're laughing right now. Because I'm a Yankee fan, and Joe Girardi is he's 37.2% against left-handed hitters who hit fucking singles to the right side. So we're going to put in the other reliever who is 96.2% against slap hitters that hit to the fucking left side. Shut.
That's the other big thing is like we talked about it before we started, where just do your job.
Yeah.
This is your job. You are getting paid to do this. And that goes for the coaches. You play the best people that are going to give you the best chance to win. On top of that, if you're a player, you need to be ready to play. You need to not be like calling out other people. You don't worry about anybody else. You worry about yourself. If you're ready, then you do it.
Yeah.
Don't call out anybody else. I don't give a shit. That is the coach's job.
Yeah,
and that's what they need to be doing.
Well, and the
but
coaches
they also
in this league
need to not be putting in, like, taking out 2 of your best players just to prove a point or whatever the hell they were trying to do.
And try and be sneaky and cute. Like,
yeah.
It worked.
Like here and there, that's fine.
It worked on Wednesday because London didn't know what to expect without Fisher being in there, I think, and they got kicked in the teeth. But then London figured out, they got iRemix in there. The easiest thing to do against iRemix is to just fucking charge the shit out of him.
Just force him.
He will engage in the fight.
Yes.
He will not back off.
You force him to fight. You also force him to play Winston because that is his weakest tank. Yeah. And yeah, it's just ridiculous.
I like you know how much I like London.
Yeah.
And mostly I like Prophet. That motherfucker sitting down eating pizza right now laughing. I almost need to just pull that up. You know what, really guys? You're going to be treated to 2 minutes of zen of Prophet eating pizza and fucking ragging on Tizzy because that's coming. He was fucking unbelievable in that match, by the way.
He really was.
He just was like, oh no, this is not going to happen today, buddy. He was so ungodly on fucking Junkrat and Hanzo. He was just amazing. And I actually posted on King Michael posted a video. He posted it earlier than we did, but I said, if London wins the championship, I will buy a Prophet jersey. And I am not joking. I will wear that motherfucking thing every day for a week if they win.
I don't blame you. I mean, that's...
And he should be an all-star, by the way.
I'm right there with you. Prophet is probably one of my favorite players in the league. And that is one thing that does kind of give me some solace today. Just because I don't want to say I'm a Gladiators fan, but I was definitely pulling for them.
So was I, but then...
I really like them, and I really like Fisher, but like this whole week it really soured me on them.
Yeah. That would be like in basketball if Ty Lue decided, fuck you, LeBron. You don't work against the Golden State Warriors. You're sitting down.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what the Gladiators did.
Like, hey, you're too much of a liability or something. I don't know.
You don't score 60 points a game. You only score 45 to 50. So it's really not. It's not working in this basketball meta with, people hitting 3-pointers. You hit too many conventional 2-point shots. So we're gonna sit you.
Jetty Osman.
Yeah. He has. we're gonna bring back Sean Marion and we're gonna put him in. And he's got a better long range shot than you.
Oh man,
fucking A.
Probably
Gladiators coaches
jump. By the way, one of the ugliest jump shots in NBA history.
Who?
Sean Marion.
Oh yeah.
Well,
long
actually,
range?
that now belongs to Lonzo Ball.
Okay, so we've gone off on the Gladiators enough right now for fucking shooting themselves literally in the mouth. What do we take from these two matches that happened this week?
That neither Philly or London are to be taken lightly.
Yeah,
that's for damn sure.
Yeah,
I had a feeling that Philly was going to pull it out.
So did I. I was a little concerned.
Yeah, I was slightly concerned too, but I'm glad they at least kind of figured it out that they need to be playing Poco, and then hopefully get well soon Neptuno.
Yeah, dude. You're a warrior. Got to be ready for Thursday or Wednesday or Thursday, whenever the matches are.
Wednesday, I think. So I think they'll be playing New York, and then the Valiant will be playing London, and
it's going to be fun.
It's going to be real fun. I'm very excited
because you got 4 teams in there that can just that are like highlight reels. It's awesome.
Right, and the other thing is. Like it feels like London and the Gladiators swapped coaches.
Yeah.
Today, because
it totally did.
Today, London did, or like the Gladiators were doing what London has been doing for like 3/4 of the season,
flipping guys in that don't belong in there.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Boy, and one more thing on London, boy, Nuss and Badosin way better than Closer and Badosin.
Yeah.
Imagine that.
What a thought, right?
But I don't know what the Gladiators coaches were thinking. You outthought yourselves, and you know what? You took a good thing, and you literally flushed it down the fucking toilet.
Right.
That being said, London did turn it around, which both of us did not think was going to happen because it seemed like they mailed it in.
Yeah, well, it seemed like they mailed it in on the first game. So that definitely didn't inspire any hope. And then, like, they just have, like, we've been saying they're going to turn it around since halfway through stage 2.
Yeah.
And it just never happened. So they never gave us a reason to believe that was going to happen until today.
Yeah.
And they finally did it, and
they look scary. They look like they did in the first stage.
Right. I'm thrilled because
so am I.
Now there will be whoever comes out of them versus the Valiant will hopefully give New York a run for their money, because I love Philly. Like I'm loving what Philly's doing. But
so am I. But New York is just New York.
Now, can Philly expose some things that the other teams can take advantage of?
Oh hell yeah!
I absolutely think that will be the case, but I just don't think they're going to have enough.
No, I don't either. I mean, we'll get into that more later on in the week. But I do have one thing to say to Philadelphia. Play Poco. Please play Poco. That's all I got to say. And Philadelphia and LA, London and LA, that's going to be fun.
Yes.
Yeah, I can't wait for the rest of this shit to start going down, because today was fucking hilarious. It was hilarious, unbelievable, and something I did not expect. Nor did I don't think you did either. Really.
Yeah, I don't think
anybody really did.
Expected it,
except for fucking Monte Cristo, West Coast bias.
Right.
Totally, guys. He's college basketball East Coast bias. If you know what that means, like from the college basketball, like all these guys have this East Coast bias. Like all the really good teams are only in the East Coast. UConn and North Carolina and all that shit, and nobody on the West Coast can play basketball. That's Monte Cristo, except for it's with full Korean squads. And unfortunately, he was right today. Well, not unfortunately, he was right today.
He was. And we'll see though. It's gonna be an interesting way it'll shake out. It would be interesting to see, but I'm kind of rooting for the Valiant just because it would be nice to see a full Korean squad not play another full Korean squad.
Yeah, but I'm rooting for my boy Prophet.
Yeah, I do like Prophet a lot.
But I honestly like the Valiant. I've come to like the Valiant a lot. I like Custa. I like Kareev. I like that whole team. They're just. They're not like super like huge personalities, but they're kind of good guys to watch playing. And both teams, I kind of like both of them, so it's going to be fun.
Yeah.
Same thing on the other side. Philadelphia is a fun to watch. They're a fun team to like follow. And New York is just insanely good. Just watching them, their skills are just like so much above everybody else. It's just watching them and just blows your mind every time. So this is going to be fun next week.
They're just a freaking like well-oiled machine, and that's what it's really fascinating to watch.
Yeah,
how well they play.
As fascinating as
everything is.
Yeah, as fascinating as to watch them like be the well-oiled machine. I like it every once in a while when someone throws them a curveball and they get fucking knocked off the rails to see what happens. I
like seeing that too, and seeing how they respond because some of the time. Or most of the time, they respond, and it just makes it even more fun.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that's what's going to happen with Philadelphia. I think that's going to be one hell of a match for the semis.
Yeah.
And
I'm fully expecting. We didn't get any Game 5s this week, but I'm fully expecting some Game 5s.
Oh yeah.
Week. Even if it's a 2-0 win by either side. I'm fully expecting one or two of them to go to 5.
Someone's going to get tight at some point in one of these matches. You know, when you're getting close to that final match, the tension starts getting, and you're going to make a mistake, and someone's going to take advantage of it. Yep. And we're going to have some tight matches, I think, next week.
Yeah, they're going to start to feel that pressure.
All right, guys. So that's going to do it for our recap here. Don't forget to hit a like and subscribe. If you're new to the channel, definitely hit a subscribe. We do a lot of Overwatch League stuff, and we're going to continue to do it even after the season's over. And we're going to cover some other stuff and do some other, gaming stuff too. But definitely keep, in touch with us. And, obviously for the playoffs, don't forget to hit us on social media. Obviously on Twitter, Facebook. We're on Discord. We'll start doing some Discord stuff now in the semifinals. We just wanted to kind of wait out the first round and see what happened. Now it's starting to get really, really tight. We want to, get in there, have some conversation with you guys. So definitely join up on our Discord channel. And then we will see you in the middle of the week before the matches. We'll give you some of our thoughts and predictions on the first games of these matches between New York and Philadelphia and London and the Valiant. You guys have a good rest of your day, and we will talk to you later.
Catch you guys on the next one. Later.